are now at the Verre à Vin restaurant on Saint-Paul Street, right in front of the Marché du Vieux-Port. And to tell you more about the great concept of the restaurant, I'm meeting the owner and executive chef, Mr. Patrick Op-de-Bec. Nice
Hello.
to meet you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Mr. Op-de-Bec, where are we? Or let's say, what's the history of this great place, this great building?
Well, it's a old building from probably 70s or 80s, not 80s, 1700 or 1800. And it was probably an arbor, place. So it was kind of bar and exchange places more for market. And it's been destroyed by a big fire maybe 200 years ago. So they reconstruct the place in about 1880. And after that, I don't know what happened with the places, but...
You've lost track.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit.
So,
but
yeah,
something very important happened after?
The first liquor store, no, the second liquor store in Quebec City. And when where you can buy some 90 alcohol proof. So 90% alcohol proof was the first place and the only place when you can buy that kind of alcohol. And after that, we got restaurants. A few restaurants before. One of the most popular was the Péché Véniel.
Yes.
It was here for 12 years. And after that, the Verre à Vin for maybe now 8 years, 4 years for me. And 1 year for the restaurant actually as a owner. So,
as the only owner. So yes, you are the owner.
Yep.
You're also the executive chef.
Yep.
Your name sounds a little bit Belgium.
Yeah, European, yeah, okay. And well, my father is from Belgium, and I'm born in Montreal, so I worked a few places in Montreal and in France. I learned my restaurant business and hotel business in France and in Montreal, and it's been 18 years for me here. So, I work in a big restaurant like the Portofino for 7 years as a director, and the first tapas bar in Quebec City on Cartier Street. So, for a few years too. So
you have a big European influence, and for you it was very important to keep what you call the basic, which
French
is the
cuisine.
French cuisine.
Yeah. Well, it's it's the base of all the food, the making food, and but the most important thing, you have to add some, Quebec.
The Quebec touch.
The Quebec touch, it's really important. All the products, the local products are very important.
Yeah.
And, I have the farmer market just in front, so...
It's the perfect location for you to work with the farmers.
Exactly.
They deliver right next door.
Well, I'm going to take my food and, to shop my food in front. So all for my meat, my sausages, and my vegetables in summer,
Absolutely.
And the fruits, well, fresh from the producers. It's really good with that. And when we make a big mix in between French and Quebec cuisine. So.
You absolutely wanted to keep the French touch, let's say the European touch, but there is something else that you wanted to create. It's a gluten-free menu.
Yeah. Well, it's gluten-free at about 90% of my menu.
Which is a big percentage of the menu.
Yeah, it's a really
Huge.
big percentage. And I'm the only restaurant in Quebec City like that. And you can eat, gluten-free or not, or regular, you eat gluten, you come here and you won't see the difference in between the two, the gluten-free or not.
Because your main challenge was, yes, to suggest a gluten-free menu, but an excellent one.
Yeah.
You still wanted to keep the gastronomical experience.
Exactly.
It was very important for you, important for your clients as well, and important for the trend. Because we have to talk about it. There's a natural trend. I see gluten-free on Facebook almost every day. What's that trend and what's really the big deal about gluten?
Well, you see that there's 3 phases about that. I'm intolerant.
Okay.
And there's the celiac. This is a pretty big problem.
It is a disease.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a really big disease. And it's make the celiac one, it's destructing your intestine.
Okay.
So it's really big intestine.
It's pretty serious. So they cannot get any gluten. Okay.
Yeah, they can die with that.
The intolerant, though, can have a little bit. For example, you could have a little piece of bread.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of eating bread once in a while, and probably going to feel really bad.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to pass away. And there's the trend one, the fashion. Well, I say fashion because it's a fashion,
Is
it's
it
a fashion.
related to losing weight, for example?
Yeah, you can lose weight, but for all the articulation, it's really good. Well, they say it's good.
Okay.
No more, the arthritic and everything like that. And you stop eating dough, pasta, whatever contains wheat, or other cereals. They're going to contain the gluten, and they're going to extract that from their alimentation. So
Can it be dangerous to stop eating gluten as a trend?
yes, you can. It's going to be really dangerous because we're eating wheat for past hundreds years. So if you decide once to stop, well, no more fiber for you, no more gluten. The gluten is really important for your body.
It is. Well, I'm
Yeah.
realizing that it's in a lot
Yeah.
of things.
Well, in
You're talking
everything.
about cereals, you're talking about bread.
So, well, the cereals, and you can find everything. All you can buy. You're gonna buy, sauces. Well, in the sauce, you have probably gluten just to make it thicker.
Yeah.
So that's the big problem with that, and all the crackers too, and you're gonna find that in spices when you're gonna buy chips. Just to stick the spices on a chip, they put gluten in it.
So it's almost everywhere.
Yeah, so you have transformed chips too. It's everywhere. So it's pretty dangerous for that.
Is it possible to eat something very good, very interesting, even if it's gluten-free?
Well, yes.
I hope you'll say yes.
Well, yeah.
'Cause it was your challenge.
Because I start my restaurant with gluten.
Yeah.
And, slowly I transform everything, but without changing the taste and the texture. That's the most important thing, So we're using good products, and even for an example,
Yes.
you're going to find soy sauce. Well, now they make some without gluten. But you're going to find gluten in, the Worcestershire,
Yes.
the English sauce. Well, we just take out the English sauce and we put something else in, instead. So, we just change, like the deep fried. The deep fried is now gluten-free, so we can make everything. So,
And that is a technique that you developed.
well, yes, you have to
pretty
change.
unusual
You have
to
to
find
change all the cereals. So instead of wheat, now we're using corn flour, corn semola. So it's changing a little bit the taste, and a little bit the texture, but it's a good texture. It's not soggy or something really bad. It's really crusty. You're gonna taste it later.
And I can't wait because basically you're inviting people to come and discover
Yeah.
the gluten-free experience,
Yeah.
either if you're intolerant or not.
Yeah, exactly. So you can come with intolerant or celiac people, you're going to eat really good. All of my customer, well, usually they don't know they eat gluten-free meals. So that's a good thing.
It is.
So it's not bad. It's really good food, and everybody can now enjoy, a gluten-free diet. They come here, and they don't have to just eat salad or just fish.
Exactly. They can
They
finally enjoy a good meal at the restaurant.
They can eat fries. I have special crackers. I have everything. Gluten-free beer, everything for everybody.
Well, we're going to discover that
Yep.
menu with you in the next vlog. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.